here, and I used to have all the flowers hanging. Okay, all right. So we'll just take it easy. So let's start off. Let's grab a strap. We'll just start off with our penis because that will warm the muscles up.
And we go get.
And then we can go into it.
Okay.
So we'll start laying on our back. Wrapping around the toes. Can you reach your foot in this position?
If I'm standing my leg, yeah.
Okay, so I want you to, we're going to take the band away and just use our hands for now because we're going to work on warming up that outer hamstring. So just letting the leg passively stretch there as much as you can and holding onto the outside of the foot just underneath the pinky toe and the second little toe. And it should feel a little bit different, the stretch. Do you notice it on the outside more?
Yeah.
So we'll depress for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently relax. And depressing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. I always find this one is like you're either in 0 pain or 100% pain. But I can't find the middle ground with this one. They're just so tight. Depressing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drawing closer. So when we use our strap, we want to be leading by the 2 pinky toes, but I also like to use my hand because you kind of just naturally follow out of it the way that the foot sits. One last time, depressing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relaxing. And gently bending the knees. This time you'll need your strap to take it across. And once again with this one, I want you to try lead with the 2 small toes like we just did. So you can do that by putting more tension on this side with your hand. And then just leaving the other side passive. So that's simply just holding, where this one I'm giving tension, which draws the 2 little toes down further. And so we're just going to gently take the foot across the hip until you find that deep stretch. And depressing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relaxing. And depressing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relaxing. You find the more that you turn out, the more that you'll also get into the pose. So will intensify. And gently coming out. Let's take it to the other side. Once again, you can use your hand or your strap. Use the strap, bring tension on one side and leave slack on the other. So we just sit into it for a minute. And depressing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Depressing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So when we do this and you're not leading by the 2 small toes, it does get more into the medial hamstring, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's just the outer hamstring generally gets neglected. And for a lot of people, it's what stops them from getting deeper into their split. Depressing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Gently shifting into neutral and bringing the foot across the hip. My body is hating this guard. And depressing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drawing it over a little further. Keep the tension on the outer foot and try to turn out. Depressing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Across, turning out. And the knees. Give yourself a little hug. From side to side. And gently come up. We're going to come into deer pose, then we'll move into pigeon, and then we'll go into a sitting quad. So deer pose is, and you're your instructor, right?
Yes.
So foot out of right ankle, so knee in line with ankle. Back leg is not out or tight, just let it sit. And then we're going to try to bring both of our shoulders to the knee and ankle. Once you get there, then you can start straightening the leg. But it's not about getting the leg as straight as you can. It's just getting that forward fold into the ankle and knee. Keep the foot flat. Will protect your knee joint. And we're going to stay here for a couple of minutes. So if you want to, you can like grab some blocks and rest your head on them. So with the long holds, we want to be going at about 40% of our capacity. And allowing the muscles to sink and gently begin to open. Dropping down a little deeper if you can. So you might start to notice that this stretch starts to feel different, and that's because it's now moving out of the muscles and more into the nervous system. So you can get a little bit of tingling or buzzing. If you don't get it, that's fine. It doesn't mean it's not working. It's just some people do experience those sensations, and I just like to let you know that it's completely okay. And gently pointing the toe, bringing the heel in towards the groin, lifting the chest. So this one you should feel it in both sides actually. You should feel it in the hip flexor as well as the glute and hamstring. Take it forward. Keep the hips nice and square. Don't let yourself roll out of the pose. Gently rising. Really pressing into that, the hip of the leg that's going backwards and getting that stretch through the hip flexor. Slowly coming out of it. Come to the front of our mat. And you're going to grab your foot and your knee. And you're just going to give it a bit of a hug and a rock. We're just warming it back up again, feeling how it feels different through the different points of range of motion in the joint. And then we're going to just begin to try move the foot upwards. This is a nerve glide for that area. You'll find with nerves, the restriction isn't painful like a muscle, it just doesn't go there. You have the option to use your hand to assist, but I would take it very lightly. Bouncing or shaking is normal when we're gliding the nerve too. Okay, we'll take it to the other side. So coming into our gear on the opposite side. Foot is in line with the knee in line with hip. Nice straight right angle, foot is flat. Bringing the shoulders down to meet your knee and ankle. And just let your body gently sink down. Grab a block if you'd like to rest your head, or a pillow is even better. So you find the more that you work the shoulder towards the ankle, the stretch will intensify. And trying to sink down a little deeper. Try and create more space. And gently pointing the toe, drawing the foot in towards the groin, rolling over the hip, coming up nice and tall. Making sure the hips are square, and we're not rolling out to the side, which is very easy to do. And dropping down. Gently rising again. Really trying to work that back leg down, get that stretch through the hip flexor as well. And when we had our chest upright, we want to make sure the back is engaged and that we're not crunching into the back, we're lifting the chest. And coming up, come to the front again. We're gonna give our leg a nice big hug and gently rock it from side to side. And gently bringing it up and down, ever so slightly. job. Take it out. How did you go with those ones with your leg extension? Could you get it quite high? Do you want to show me?
This.
Yeah. Okay, cool. If you're super high, I was going to say just stick your legs behind your head. But...
No.
We won't do that. Okay, so we've opened the hip. Let's go. Can you grab some wall that's close to you?
Yeah. I can just turn around this little wall. So.
Okay, perfect. So this one's pretty easy. We're going to take a forward fold, but we're going to take it across on the wall. So a lot of times you may not realize that you're actually cheating. So we're going to take the legs out wide. And we're going to lean back and place our weight into our back. And just gently sit there. If you need to add a little bit of pressure in the arms just to take the bite off it, you can do that because we're going for a long hold here. You can gently shift your weight from the toes to the balls of your feet, to the toes to the heels. And gently rising up, just being mindful that you've been upside down. So we don't want all the blood to rush away and have you faint. I'm going to come into our half split. And what that looks like is one leg forward. This one stays where it is. Foot is flat. And we're just going to stay here for a minute. So once again, trying to really draw those two small toes towards you. Option to keep your hand there so that you don't roll out. And you can release the hands. And we're going to bring the chest forward. As the chest moves forward, the foot naturally hinges and touches the floor. So it's not a flexion or extension of the foot. It's just the joint moving in its natural range of motion. We bring our chest forward and back. Coming down, taking both hands to the outside of the leg. So one should be near your ankle, the other side should be near the glute. You want to flex again, really draw those two small toes back. Point the toe, keep the same position, still stretch, move and shift into a different part of the body. My leg is very angry. Gently coming out of it, let's take it to the other side. So bring the opposite leg forward, bring it to my right. Foot is flexed, and just gently sinking into the pose. So we want to make sure that we're nice and square in the hips, and we're drawing that back leg as far into the hip as we can. And grabbing the small toe if we can. Releasing and taking it to the side. Coming back to the front, pointing the toe. Sorry, we keep it to the side while we point the toe. My bad. Slowly coming out, and we're going to take the focus to the back legs now. So bringing one foot forward, we're going to slide the back knee out and just see how low we can draw those hips. Once again, not forcing yourself into it because it's a long passive hold, so you definitely want your blocks to support yourself. These are not generally the type of positions we hold for a long time, but when we hold something for an extended period of time, the first minute works on the muscles, 2 to 3 minutes works on the nervous system, and 3 to 5 gets into your fascia. So this breaks through all 3 levels. That's why you find the pain kind of shifts and changes. It feels different. Coming out, we're going to bring the back leg flat to the floor. So that the lunge in the front leg, back leg is pointing away and it's flat. And from here, we're just going to lift the toes away. So it's like we're wiping our windshield wipers going on the back of the floor. And good job. Okay, get to the other side. Slowly letting those hips sink down. Just starting in a natural position where you're not pushing into it, just your body weight is allowing you to drop. My hip flexor on this side is very tight and not enjoying this. But that means it's exactly what I need to do to progress. And slowly coming out of it. Bringing, grounding that back foot, bending the front knee. And then we draw the toes away. Washing out windscreen wipers. You want to try to keep your hips as square as possible while you're in this. It's just that range of motion that we're looking for. And good job. Do you feel comfortable to go into a switch? Do you feel warm enough?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you can start with generally we usually start with our good side, but go with your favorite.